I'm sickened by Amy now. I've tried to reach out to her and help her. I can't believe that you could give up your children and leave them for this fake world. I would love it if we could get Amy out of this cult, but I don't believe that we can save Amy. I think she's too far gone.
We're joined now virtually by Rick Alan Ross. He's the CEO of Cult Education Institute and the author of Cults Inside Out, for his take on Love Has Won and how these families can move forward. I've worked with Rick before. It's good to see you again, Rick. How you doing?
Just fine. Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Rick, what's your level of concern about this organization?
Well, I think this is a particularly pernicious group. I mean, this is a group that kind of operates a bait and switch online. They recruit people online and then they bring them into a very tight-knit, cloistered kind of community in which they have control over the environment, their sleep, their work habits, and so on. And I think that Amy is reinforced by all these people around her, and it sounds to me like she can do nothing wrong. That no matter what Amy does or says, it's reinforced by the group as right, as godlike, and in fact, to disagree with Amy is to disagree with God. And so Amy herself rationalizes everything, the group reinforces that, and many of the people who lead destructive cults have been described as narcissistic, psychopaths, sociopaths, incapable of reflection and really having a sense of conscience about what they do. And I see a pattern of that and quite a bit more in this particular group.
Well, you know, one of the things that we often see with these pathological leaders is a grandiose idea of who they are and what they can achieve. And in this situation, she says she's God. I mean, I don't know how more grandiose you can get than God. 500 plus lives, excessive admiration, sense of entitlement, exploitive others, this exaggerated sense of power with spiritual surgeries and healings. I mean, I guess the only thing I can say about Mother God is she's just not very interesting because she's not very creative. It just seems very destructive. But it's just kind of a not very interesting, creative embodiment of this arrogant entitlement.
Well, and it's not a very unique group. I mean, there have been a number of women who have led groups and a number of men who have described themselves as godlike or God. There was a woman, Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who led a group called the Church Universal and Triumphant. She was called Guru Ma, or Mother. And there is a group called from South Korea, the Mission Society Church of God, and they call their leader Mother God. So will the real Mother God please stand up? Because there are a number of leaders who claim these same things as Amy does. But what you can see is how it empowers Amy over the group and puts her in a position where she cannot be questioned. And she herself solicits people to surrender. To surrender to who? To surrender to her authority, her absolute knowledge that cannot be questioned. And so Amy has got a pretty comfortable existence in a kind of bubble in which her narcissism is repeatedly reinforced, and whatever she wants, whatever her whim may be, it's given to her by the group. She lives a comfortable life, and I don't see how she is motivated, other than a conscience which she doesn't seem to possess, to stop it all and to step out of the bubble and to deal with her children, her family, and real life.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.